the previous section, we have seen how exactly we can ingest our data into our data cloud. So in this in this section, we'll see how exactly we can tackle the second challenge, which is creating a formula. After configuring the data streams, customize the data customize the data by identifying the international contacts. So this is our next goal. So identifying an international contact is our next goal. So in order to do that, what is the thing that we need to do? So it says it is important that the CBD can distinguish between the domestic and international customers. Why they wanted to target this international guest, to make sure that they send the campaigners or email campaigning so that they can extend the stay. So that is what we are planning to do. Use the field called international contact for a new field in customer data stream. So we need to create a new field in customer data stream. There are many formulas that can be used to solve this request. Here are a couple of samples that you could use. They're giving a sample formula for us to kind of get to a point where we can create a formula field. Organizing that a bit of data is just a beginning. Next we look at how to improve the CBD marketing campaign for these customers. So once we have this identifier, then they are planning to do some marketing campaign on that customers that we have shortlisted in our data stream. So let's go and see how do we create a formula field in our data stream. So let's go to our Salesforce org. So we are intended to create a field in our contact home data stream. So I have opened that. If you see here, there is a button called new formula field. Click on that button. So let's grab the name of the field that we are going to create. It is international contact. So I'll go ahead and copy this one. Copy, paste the field name. Field API name gets auto populated. I wanted to create it as a boolean because the data type, the return data type of this particular exercise is to have it as a true or false. So that is why I'm selecting it as a boolean. So the international, any contact that we see could be an international customer or a domestic. If it is international, set it to true, else false. So let's go ahead and grab the formula. So I'll just grab the formula and just walk you through the process. So what I'm trying to do here is there is a mailing country, as you know, in the contacts, there's a mailing country which would help us define the country that they're staying. So I'm using that mailing country as my source field, and I'm asking whether it is USA or not. So since this CBD is part of US, so they're considering any person who is outside of USA as an international customer. So I'm setting it to true, else false. Right. So that is the logic behind this one. So we are doing a simple if here. If you see, there is an option to test. So I'll just go ahead and say USA. It would say false. If I say something like India and then test, it returns true. So that means we are good with the formula. So once you are happy with your testing, then go ahead and save this one. Now what we did, we have created a formula field in our data. So upon refreshing, you can see this field label in here, international contact. It is a boolean and it is a formula field. All right, so we are good with this one. Feel free to check out your challenge number 2, which we would be able to complete it by now.